This video, it just come out of the blue. I was sitting in the library and thinking about the next topic to make a video on. After a long time, when nothing comes up, then a thought appears on my mind. Why should not I educate to international students about the UK taxes and they should take care of? And now this is not a single video. It becomes a complete series of 5 to 6 videos. I remember when I came into the UK, I was blank. Well, I was not fully blank. I understand because I worked in UK-based accountancy firm. Even though working in accountancy firm, I was not aware of nitty-gritty of taxes. So this video is for international students and about the UK tax system, in which I will explain what taxes or deductions you as an international student are liable for and what taxes and deductions you can opt out. And also I will answer few of your key questions. So without a further ado, let's get started. So in this video, we will discuss two taxes, two contributions, and one of the contribution is totally up to you whether you want to keep it as it is or you want to opt it out. So in total, we will discuss four major topics. As an international student, the easiest way to earn money is through your employment. We will discuss about self-employment and business in the next video. In employment, you must pay income tax. The first 12,570 £570 is tax-free. Other than this, there are three tax brackets here in the UK: 20%, 40%, and 45%. If your income is more than £12,570 but less than £50,270, then you fall in 20% tax bracket. If your income is more than £50,270 but less than £125,140, then your income tax rate will be 40%. And finally, if your income is over £125,140, then your income tax rate will be 45%. And if you have already subscribed my channel and continues watching my all of previous videos, then I know you already understood all of these things. However, if you haven't yet, then I would request you to subscribe my channel and watch my tax planning series up here. Now, once you understood tax brackets, here the first big question international students ask: can I reclaim my income tax from HMRC? The answer to your question is yes, of course, you can reclaim your overpaid income tax from HMRC. If you have your Government Gateway ID, then you just need to log in into your Government Gateway ID and then put your details. They will refund all of your overpaid income tax. Like for 23-24 tax year, I switched a job in between, so my employers deduct a higher income tax. I simply fill my details on Government Gateway and reclaim it back. You can see on the screenshot on your screen, it's from my Government Gateway ID. On top of income tax, you as an international student are also liable for national insurance contribution. Obviously, national insurance contribution is not a tax. However, we will also discuss this because this is one of the major contribution you will be paying to HMRC. And now in autumn budget, which Reeves has reduced employer threshold from £9,100 to £5,000. To understand it in more detail, please watch my previous video on budget. The link is up here. After understanding income tax reclaim, here a next big question students often ask: can I avoid my national insurance contribution? The answer to your question is no, you cannot avoid national insurance contribution as an international student, because national insurance is designed to collect for following reasons. Number one is government pay state pension using this national insurance contribution. Number two is your health cost covered through national insurance contribution. And finally, national insurance contribution also covers some specific welfare benefits like job seeker allowance, maternity allowance, and carer allowance. And now obviously the next follow-up question students often ask is: can I reclaim my national insurance contribution? Unfortunately not. You cannot reclaim your national insurance contribution because of the following reasons which I already explained above. However, there there is a one situation in which you can reclaim back your national insurance, which I will cover in my question answer video. I hope now you understood income tax and national insurance contribution. And now in the next part, we will cover value added tax or VAT. Either you buy a chocolate from your local store or do a grocery from Asda, Sainsbury, Mark and Spencer and Tesco, or if you order something online or you pay fee to your lawyer, you must pay VAT on it, but subject to if they are registered for VAT and their supplies are not VAT exempt. Along the way, bear in mind that most of the human consumptions are VAT exempt, like food and drinks. Restaurants must always charge VAT on everything eaten, either on their premises or in communal areas designated for their customers to use, like marketplace or shared tables in shopping centers. But some other items like catering, alcoholic drinks, ice creams, and hot takeaways are always standard rate. So in short, you as an international student must pay VAT. This is not something, unfortunately, you cannot avoid. So far, we have covered three topics. The first one was income tax, followed by national insurance contribution, and we recently covered VAT. So now it's time to explain most awaited point, and which is pension. Pension contribution is one of the key investments here in the UK. The way pension works is you as an employee contribute 4% of your monthly salary and your employer will contribute 3% of your salary into your pension pot, and government will add 1% tax relief. In this way, total pension contribution each month is 8%. However, you as an international student, I understand, are much in need of money to pay your tuition fees plus manage your living costs. On top of this, most of the international students remit money back to their families. And finally, you cannot withdraw pension before age of 55, and if you do, then there will be up to 55% tax charge on it. So considering these circumstances, you can opt out from pension, and if you opt out within 1 month of enrollment, then you get your full amount back. And opt out is very simple. When you receive your pension welcome pack, instructions are there. Either call to your pension provider, Nest, Aviva, People Pension, or any other provider, or opt out by logging your online portal. And to understand pension more in detail is what to watch my pension series. I recently uploaded 10 videos on the UK pension, including salary sacrifice, how to contribute into pension pot if you are operating as a self-employed, and how you can buy a commercial property using your SIP, and many more. But my advice to you is, if you are planning to stay in the UK for 3 to 5 years, then you should contribute into your pension pot. It does not matter whether you live here in the UK or not. You can claim your pension pot from anywhere in the world as long as you mature your pension age, which is 55 years. Coming back to the video, so in this video we have covered 4 major topics, including income tax, followed by national insurance contribution, VAT, and finally pension. I hope you must understand all of these topics now, and if you haven't yet, please do not try to leave a comment below in the section, or if you're facing any challenge regarding the UK tax, please do not try to ask me a question. I would love and more than happy to answer your all of questions. So once international students understand employment related taxes, including income tax, national insurance contribution, and pension, the next challenge they face is tax code. And in the next video, I will explain the UK tax code, what does it mean and how does it work, with a practical demonstration. So stay tuned. As always, hand ahead, salute, until the next video.